For this Rob and Rob assignment, we decided to investigate the daily life schedule of a med student. Although both Robs made their job seem very easy and enjoyable, we know that it takes a lot of hard work to get where they are. But how much hard work?
We went around Western campus throughout the week to ask various people in different programs doing their undergrad at Western. We asked the students in other majors what their daily schedules looked like and what they thought med science students' schedules looked like in comparison to theirs. And at the end, we asked them if there was any stigma around medical science students that they've noticed.
Next, we asked students majoring in medsci what their daily schedule looked like because we thought it would be interesting to find out if there was any major differences between what people picture their schedules to look like versus what their actual schedules look like. We then also asked them if there's any stigma around themselves when they tell people that they major in medsci, and these are the responses we got.
My name is Simran.
Yasmin.
My name's Emma. Do you know my last name?
My name's Dorsa. I'm Sarah.
My name's Sean.
Saloni. Della.
My major's in psychology and I'm doing a minor in French studies.
I do Bachelor of Music as a vocal major as my undergrad, so I'm in first year.
Doing a Bachelor of Arts in Music and History.
I'm in medsci.
And what year?
First year.
I'm in fourth year medsci. Fourth year medsci. Same. I'm in IMS. I'm in fourth year physiology.
I have pretty full days of classes Monday to Wednesday, and then Thursdays and Fridays and Tuesday evenings I work full-time. Well, not full-time, just those times. Yeah, social science is pretty, like, it's a lot lighter on like the times that you're in class, and it's heavier on like homework, readings, studies, all that kind of stuff, but it also gives me more flexibility to work. I work in a psychology clinic, so.
I have like 3 classes every day and they're reasonably spread out, which is really nice. I only have one 2-hour lecture, and that's Italian. The rest are 15 minutes. All of my classes end at 5:30, so I have the rest of the night to, so that's nice.
Get up, drive here, drive home, maybe do homework for a few hours, then go to bed.
Rigorous program is harder to get into.
Compared to every other faculty, I would say there's a lot of work. First year medsci is the same as all the other sciences because you're not in any medsci specific courses. That starts next year. So all the science kids have the same workload.
As homework and assignments due almost every day.
I'd imagine there's more classes because I know social science is lighter on classes.
I only have class 2 days a week because I have all of my classes online. Usually go to the gym with her in the morning and then go to the library. I think like fourth year is like a lot more relaxed than like first year. Like first year we had class like every day from like morning to night.
I'm assuming it's probably pretty busy. Lots of labs and assignments, I'm sure.
She doesn't have a lot of free time.
I usually wake up around 8. I go to the gym at 8:30. And then I go to class sometimes. It's either that or the library. And then I go home around 7, 8-ish. Used to be later previous years, but this year it's a little earlier. And then I make pasta or shrimp, either one of the two.
My roommate's actually in medsci, and I know she has a harder schedule than me. All of her lectures are much longer.
Daily schedule, it really depends. Now that we're in fourth year, we don't really have class every day. So for example, I only have class today, which is Wednesdays. But on the days that I don't have class, I'll usually come to campus for a meeting and things like that, or to be in the lab. So I spend about 20 hours a week in the lab, so it kind of just depends on the day. Other than that, I'll be in the library studying or at home Netflixing.
I remember in first year when I lived in a dorm that like everyone was like, oh yeah, like I'm a med-sci student. Like they take pride in being a med-sci student.
But like because I'm first year, like it's not a big deal. But if you're in upper year medsci, you are considered to be really smart because like it's hard to stay in medsci through all the years.
What's gonna be a sec?
The nerdy academic ones.
I think there's like nerds, like I had that stigma when I was like coming into medsci that they don't go out or like don't have fun, and I think that's definitely wrong.
If you're a med student, you never go out, which is false.
No stigma, but there are like stereotypes. Like you know, you're really smart if you're in medsci, or like you're a tryhard if you're in medsci.
Most of them want to be doctors, and that's like med school is really hard to get into. So
It does feel like a little jealousy when like you see that med student walk by with their backpack on. You're like, oh, if I want to be that person.
It's around med students.
I personally haven't. No, I haven't heard any.
Definitely negative stigma, maybe not necessarily surrounding medical school students, but medsci, like undergrad students. There's definitely negative stigma.
It's a lot more competitive, a little bit more hardcore than psychology.
I feel like people think that like we're really like cutthroat and competitive and just like don't help each other out. Partially true, but you know, with some people.
She doesn't have a lot of free time, and when she does, she usually spends it with other med-sci students because like they're all like, you know, they're all available at the same time.
Okay, when I was in second year, I took a methods course, and one of my friends had the quiz like before me, 'cause she's in the rotation earlier, and I literally asked her about like what questions were on it. I asked my friend to ask her, and she straight up just told me like,
no, I don't want to tell her because then she's gonna do better than me.
And then I was just like, okay, that's great.
Hi, my name's Kelvin. I'm a first-year medical student at McMaster University. I did my undergrad here at Western University in medical sciences. Really good, it prepared me really well for a basic science background in terms of medical school. It varies. Second year, I would say, is the busiest. In terms of class hours, after first year is not too bad because you have a lot less lab time. But in terms of studying outside of school in second year and third year, it gets progressively more hectic. So you have to spend a lot more time outside of school preparing for lectures and just making sure you stay on top of things. But overall, I think you can get a good mix of academic stuff and extracurriculars and just other hanging out and stuff. People in other programs are busy as well. I had friends in engineering and IB. Some of them were in both. Yeah, they're very busy as well. At first I was a little bit apprehensive because they had a different teaching style. Everything's self-directed and do a lot of case-based learning. It's not like undergrad where they lecture at you and they give you the information you expect to learn. At McMaster, you have to go out and learn the information by yourself. After like 3 months into the program, I really like it. I like the self-directed nature. It gives me a lot of free time to do a lot of my own career exploration. At Mac, we only have about 12 to 16 hours of mandatory class a week, which really isn't a lot. So we have 2 3-hour sessions of tutorial. This is where we learn most of our science-related stuff to medicine, and we have a 3-hour session per week on professional competency, and that's where we tackle things like ethics and the non-science side of medicine. And then we also have 3 hours of clinical skills with resident preceptors that teach us things like how to take a history and how to do a physical exam for different things. We also have an anatomy session, which is also 3 hours per week, and those things all go by blocks. So right now we finished the first medical foundation, which we cover respirology, cardiology, and hematology. And now we're moving on to the next block, which is gastro and endo. I chose medicine because I've always been interested in biology, science, physiology background, but at first I wasn't really sure what to do with that because you could either go into research or industry, or you could just practice medicine. And what ultimately made me decide on medicine is because what I really wanted out of it was to have human interactions and to be able to make people feel better. And they couldn't make it here without McLean teaching me in grade 12 bio and grade 12 IDP. So thank you very much, and I hope you guys enjoy your IDP class for this term.